Hello, welcome back to Nostalgia from A to Z. We have been sitting here for a while trying to do a intro, but we've realized we're just not good at that.
So we're not good at intros.
We're just going to get into it. There's no reason to dilly-dally when we have a lot to discuss, such as our reviews from last time.
Oh, of course.
Being 1990. And Zach tasked me to watch Frankenhooker.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was tasked to watch Mazzy Star. She Hangs Brightly. And I wish I would have something more profound to say, but I felt like you pretty much recapped it all very well when we talked about last episode. You put a lot of emphasis on Mazzy Star that album being very pretty, and I agree. There was one song I liked a lot, and I do have my phone on me. And I loved it. It was so catchy, and I'm going to abuse the word as well. It was Taste of Blood. And it was pretty. Like, it was just, It was nice to listen to, and I found myself getting very, like, just lost in it. Like, I would just play the first song, and then be halfway through with it and be like, oh my God, like, it was a blast.
It's great, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's such an album. I think I said this last time, I'm not sure. But it's such an album that combines so many different genres in it, that there's so many different influences, and it just comes together so well. It was such just a bang for a start of a career.
Yeah, that being their debut is crazy. Like, it was really good. And I would understand if it wasn't everyone's style, but I think it's good. Like, I liked it, and I think you're correct for calling it pretty. And talking about pretty, I also thought Frankenhooker was nice.
Yeah.
I it was funny watching it again. Wasn't something that felt like hard to do.
Because it's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. It's
well written in a
really
silly sense.
It's so silly.
And it's a fun watch. Like, I think I said this last time, but so I'm gonna repeat myself. But anyone who's ever told me that they liked anything campy horror or anything silly related, I'd tell them to watch that, because I think it's just so funny. So I don't want to use this word because I don't think it's just silly, It's
super silly.
But anyway, how did you think about what I asked for you to watch?
So I started with Edward Scissorhands. And I gotta say, that might be my favorite Tim Burton now. I've never seen it before this, and just everyone did such a good job in that. And he did such a good job of creating atmosphere in it, right? I mean, just like the differences between Edward coming into this like world of like the suburbs and now having to like fit in with that. I thought it was really interesting. I think Johnny Depp did great. Winona Ryder obviously did great. Great movie.
No surprise there.
I really don't have much more to say. It was pretty, very Tim Burton. You could see very, very his style very clearly.
Yeah.
Especially with like the scientist dude and he like all the like inventions that he had. A very Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's just the whole set design.
And the set design of anything Tim Burton.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Like Edward Scissorhands is a prime example
Especially
of that.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. I did such a bad job at like recapping it last time, but everything you said is accurate, and it was visually appealing while also just the story was good. So it's a nice thing to watch if you want a good movie to watch.
Yeah, and it never took me out of it either. I never got bored while watching it. I think there's so much to do with, like, you wouldn't think there would be that much to do with Scissorhands, but there is, right? I mean, that he does like dog grooming and hairstylist and like, I don't know the word, but like,
he adapts.
He adapts.
What's that saying? When life throws you oranges?
When life gives you lemons?
Yeah.
Throws you oranges? That's awesome.
When
please
life throws you oranges.
Please keep that in.
I will. That was funny.
And now we got to talk about Facelift.
Oh, yes.
You are so right. Sea of Sorrow might be like one of their best songs.
And it's just so iconic.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and like just Man in the Box in like in that album. Again, I think we talked about this last time, but was it their first album?
Did we ever answer that?
I am not sure, but we can check.
Not Alice in Wonderland.
I'm gonna save a PDF of this whole website. I think it might.
I think it was.
Have been, okay, then we'll go with saying it was if it wasn't Alice in Chains fan 53 comment, right? But wow, again, what a start! They already had that distinctive style, that distinctive sound, and then just blossomed with it.
According to Wikipedia, it says that they released their first EP, We Die Young, in July 1990. So even if it wasn't that, it was still 1990.
Well, there you go.
Hey.
We'll say it's the first. So.
Yeah, it was the debut. Yeah, we were right.
It was
Go
great.
us.
It was perfect.
And
Wait, put a high five sound in here really loud. Amplify that by 15.
Now, going on to our 2023.
Oh, Lord. 2023.
Picks. You go first.
I
went first last time.
I was 19 in 2020. No, I wasn't. I just lied. I was 20 in 2023. Huh?
Maybe it was 19. No. I don't know.
I was some age. I don't know.
I wasn't alive yet, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. We were just born 5 minutes ago.
I'm really
just for your entertainment.
Way more mature beyond my age.
Yeah.
I'm only 5 seconds old.
Oh. Well, that's funny because I'm 2 seconds old.
Okay. Anyway, 2023 picks.
2023 picks. Who wants to go first?
You go first.
I go first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to start with movie.
What
a year for movies, right? I mean, 2023. Abby, tell us some.
Oh, I have a couple special titles. I have Barbie and Oppenheimer because I feel like it would be illegal not to mention Barbie.
That's such a cultural moment of Barbenheimer, right?
Which one did you prefer?
I didn't watch Oppenheimer, I'll say that.
I preferred Barbie.
I preferred Barbie all the way.
And I know there's so many people that would disagree with it, but just...
I just had no interest in Oppenheimer, I'm going to be honest.
Trigger word, snooze fest. It was such a snooze fest.
You heard it from us here.
I
was
know.
a little bit of...
But I guess, it goes into, what type of movies you like, though.
True, but...
It just wasn't something I would also ever watch.
I just feel like
if
Barbie
it wasn't
was the
such
movie.
a big deal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because who directed
it? Not sure on that. Maybe.
I think it was Christopher Nolan.
Well, Christopher Nolan.
Okay,
yeah,
I was right. Christopher Nolan. There were so many iconic people behind Oppenheimer, and it was such a big deal. And I can see why. It wasn't like it was bad.
No, it wasn't. But I just never watched it.
I just liked Barbie.
I liked Barbie.
I had fun watching Barbie.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess if you want to watch a movie to learn something,
mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know, because you still learn something with Barbie.
I learned something from every movie.
Yeah. Anyway.
Take the high road.
Barbie and Oppenheimer. The Iron Claw came out that year.
Oh, of course.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and I had to mention it because I love Spider-Verse. The first one's my favorite movie. Talk to Me came out. Infinity Pool came out. Silly movies. More silly movies. We got Cocaine Bear, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, I did see Cocaine Bear in theaters.
Wow, in theaters. How was that experience?
It was awesome. Cocaine Bear is such a silly movie based off an even sillier event. But I think it was fun. I don't know. I don't really have much more to say than it was really fun.
I wish I watched it. That was a lot to say, but it looked fun, and it reminded me of those movies. You talk about them all the time, where it's it's like Sharknado or something crazy. And you and Chloe mentioned this one specific one all the time. I'm just blanking on what it's called.
Slaughterhouse?
Is it Slaughterhouse?
There's
I think
Slaughterhouse. So. Replicator's another one that's good. I don't know the exact genre, but
I don't
just
know what
like
that
really
is.
silly horror.
And I just think that Cocaine Bear happened to be something that actually happened.
Yeah, which is crazy.
You
That
could totally mash this with that genre. It's just the fact that this one actually was canonical,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. I might be speaking out my butt here, right? Because I can't say the other word. um, I think they did a showing at the Kentucky Theater of it where they brought the actual like stuffed cocaine bear. Oh, yeah, he's stuffed. Yeah, he's chilling, but
I wish I would have seen that in the Kentucky Theater with the bear there.
what would you
I
go?
would love to go see the Cocaine Bear stuff. Like I know he's stuffed,
Yeah,
so I would love to see him pay tribute,
I
pay
I
respects.
wonder where he is. Out there, out in the wild, doing
that-
more cocaine
Maybe, hopefully.
in spirit.
I wonder how that felt for
I
him.
hope he's in bear heaven doing more cocaine.
Talking about bears, though,
Mm-hmm.
Five Nights at Freddy's. He's a bear, isn't he?
Yeah. Now that
Did you
movie,
watch it?
yeah, I did watch it. I watched it on premiere day.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I came home and just straight watched that.
What did you think? Yeah.
Now I will say, in middle school, you talked to me about Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, I could give you the lore.
Oh, you weren't, like, if you asked me anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, you were getting up out of that chair for the next 5 hours.
Yeah, like I could tell you everything.
Mm-hmm.
Every Matt Pat video watched.
Every Markiplier video watched.
Oh, was that the bite of 87? Like,
So how did it feel watching the movie comparing to how you felt? And you were such a deep fan watching it.
not good.
Yeah,
I
was really disappointed.
I was really disappointed with it, to be honest with you. But now they're still making a second one with like the toy ones. So I guess it's going canonical in games.
I can't lie though, and maybe this is just like I'm maybe becoming like an old grumpy grandpa.
Maybe we are old heads, guys.
I was gonna say that, but I thought maybe not. But like after the fourth game, I was kind of like, all right, come on,
now
wrap it up.
I still did have interest a little bit after the fourth one. What was like, went to Sister Location? Was that one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Question mark.
And I think I haven't played or watched or seen anything about Sister Location, but from what I have my limited knowledge that I have seen, it looks good. And I've heard it's people's favorite.
Yeah.
For good reasoning, but it's just getting so much now.
True. Like, what was... No, I think the second one's my favorite, to be honest.
Which one's my favorite?
I think that was the one with like the vents on each side of you, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Balloon Boy was there going, hello.
Hello. I think so. And the two vents were on your side, and there was like the big tunnel.
Yeah, you had to put on like the mask.
Yeah, was that the second one? Who knows? I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one. I think I loved playing. I think my opinion, the best one was the second one, but I liked playing the third one. I think it was where it's like it's on fire.
Was that the one where it's like they turned it into like a horror attraction after it like burned down or something? Yeah, something like that.
I think I liked playing that one, but like I played that one the most. But I thought
that one stressed me out because you had to deal with like oxygen and stuff.
I thought the Golden Freddy also looked scary, or was it Golden Bonnie or something? I don't know,
but it was so. The jump scares in that one are actually still to this day make me poop my pants.
I also, we were talking about it earlier, but Ant-Man and the Wasp came out, Quantumania.
Unfortunately, it did. However, that brings me to my recommendation of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Mm-hmm. Now, I might just be like a really big Marvel fan, right? But I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 did everything really good. I think it was funny. I think it like kept your attention. It didn't feel really that long, but I really liked how we got more like lore into Rocket, right? And just, I don't know. I think Sorry, I thought of Adam Warlock and Don't Be Rash again.
Don't be rash.
Don't Be Rash. I think Adam Warlock in it is fun. Again, I don't really have much more to say except that it's a really fun movie. And if you like superhero movies, it's kind of perfect. James Gunn doesn't miss.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's over at DC, though. So we'll see how that goes. So far, it's going fine.
What's he making?
He's making Superman.
That's what I thought. He was filming in Cincinnati. I had to drive past it every day to
What?
work. Yep.
Oh my god.
I think. I might have to double check before.
That's so cool, though.
So Batman fan number 38.6 doesn't comment below.
Batman fan 38.6, if you hear this, thank you for watching.
But, we'll have to see does on that one. I like, I know I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
I've
so much
always
well in that
loved
movie.
like Guardians of the Galaxy, right? I mean, like, I feel like that's a series in the MCU that has continued to improve upon itself and not go backwards.
What was the second one?
Oh Lord, what was the second one? Now you put me on the spot. I just said that, and then what did happen in the second one? I can't remember.
Crickets.
Hold up. Let's see.
I can't remember what
I'm
happened.
gonna look it up
but
and see.
I think I remember not being a huge fan of it. No offense.
Which one was this one? Oh, that's where he was with his dad.
Yeah, I remember not
And
liking that one a whole
and
lot.
it zoomed in and he goes, "What?" Yeah, I remember that.
But
That one, it was the weakest of the three, I would say. I think it started off really, really strong with the first one, dipped a little bit with the second one, but it got me right back with the third one. And that's why I'm recommending it to you.
Well, I will watch it again.
Well, if you already watched it.
I'll watch it again, and then I can just give a more precise what I noticed.
True.
I know it pulls at your heartstrings a bunch. Watching that in theaters, I was kind of a wreck.
Oh.
It's sad, but
Well, they have all the animal friends.
them really laying out all of Rocket's character like that and really going into depth puts just so much more like emphasis on the relationship when you're watching other Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
You never really like you're with Marvel movies, you're kind of looking at what you're like presented, right? So you have to kind of understand things before it. But this one I feel like really does a good job of just explaining origins and making them so like heartfelt and just so like you care about these characters even though you don't see them for too long. I think it does a really good job. And
I think it went well. It was a smooth movie. Like you said, it didn't feel long. You know, it didn't. I don't. If I can remember, maybe I'll watch it again and take my word back. But from what I remember, I didn't remember thinking like, I wonder how long it's been. I wonder when it started. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and man, we would be remiss without mentioning the soundtrack.
I was waiting for you to mention
it.
I
mean, again, James Gunn does not miss on soundtracks of Guardians of the Galaxy. Awesome Mix Volume 1, 2, and 3 all have bangers. It all works perfectly. And that's all I gotta say about Guardians.
And it was good. And I'll watch it again and I'll let you know. And that's gonna bring me to my movie to present to you, which is Priscilla by Sofia Coppola.
Okay.
Good movie, and it's about the like, how do I phrase this without being too offensive to Elvis fans? Priscilla is about Priscilla's and Elvis Presley's relationship from her perspective, and the ups and downs of it. And I think it does show a lot of how young she was and how manipulated she ended up being, and just it's such like a bad situation, and it was allowed by so many people.
Yeah, because it's just so like Elvis was so popular.
Yeah.
You know?
And I just think I think Sofia Coppola does a really good job does a fantastic job at telling her story, and I think she's always been good at that. I think she's always been really good at telling other women's stories with I'm blanking on the name again. I'm going to try. So but she has a lot of other movies that Virgin Suicides, right?
Lady Bird? What? No. Greta Gerwig did Lady Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys.
But I think she's always been very talented at telling stories. And yeah, she made The Virgin Suicides, Lost in Translation, Mary Antoinette. I thought it was that, but I thought I might have been wrong. The Godfather Part 3?
No way.
The Outsiders? No way.
Was she in them? I know Google's weird with that.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I just do like this movie. I think it does a good job at telling Priscilla's story without it. It just, I don't know. Like, I wish I could do better at describing stuff like this right now, but I guess being put on the spot, it's hard. But it's a good watch, and she's very creative with how she explains everything, and her cinematography is amazing. The set design, everything was everything was meaningful, and it did not leave any stones unturned in making sure that Priscilla was correctly shown her story. And I admire that. I think that's a great feat and something that's incredibly hard to do, and she did it with grace. So I cannot wait for you to watch it and tell me what you think.
I'm very excited to watch it. I've had it on Blu-ray for a while, but I haven't watched it for some reason.
You should. This is your.
There you go.
Your sign. You have to now.
That's
or else.
my sign. Or else what? This is the last episode of the podcast because I will be dead.
Also in 2023, we have a lot of music updates, which
course.
we will talk more about I want to talk about other music that I saw from this year that I think that we couldn't just not mention. We have Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess by Chappell Roan.
Oh, of course.
Beautiful. Just won her first Grammy.
We will speak on the Grammys another day. But wow. Good Grammys.
Her performance.
This year. Yeah.
Her speech.
Her big ass hat.
Her big aw hat.
A big aw hat.
It's incredible how much she was able to blow up literally so quickly. And it's so crazy. And that album is an amazing album. And
There's not a single miss on it.
No. And I will not tolerate any Chappell Roan hate.
I won't either.
I am that Chappell Roan fan 26. Like, I'm that commenter. Like, I think it's also another great album. But we also have Troye Sivan, Something to Give Each Other. That was very popular. And then I have some predictions I feel like you might choose, and maybe I'm wrong.
Predictions, okay.
But I have two.
Oh, predictions for me? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are you a Boy Genius fan?
I haven't really delved into Boy
Then
Genius.
that one is disqualified.
Dang.
But that is another album from 2023 that was produced, Boy Genius, The Record. I feel you are going to choose Olivia Rodrigo, Guts.
No.
No?
What?
Damn.
What?
I thought...
What? Who?
I'm right?
Who would pick that?
Oh.
My album recommendation for Abby Powers is Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. What a fun album.
Power of Friendship.
Brings back emo into the mainstream, or kind of emo.
Mm-hmm.
But
Pop emo?
it's so good. It's so good. I don't want to say that it's a no-miss album, right? Because like Rise and Fall came out that year, and I was like, oh, okay, that's the no-miss album. But this, I mean, maybe, again, I'm just set in my ways of middle school of loving like anything like emo rock, but just she brings it back, and she's brought it back. And Olivia Rodrigo, I applaud you. This is awesome. It's such a good album. You should listen to it.
I can't wait to listen to it because I don't think I've ever listened to any of her music full
You've never
through.
listened at all?
Mm-mm.
Ever? Mm-mm. For real?
I'm not usually like a pop fan.
Oh, it ain't pop.
It's not.
No, it ain't pop.
It's not?
No.
I thought she was like a pop star.
Well, she is a pop star, but like
this one's not.
Like the style is not pop whatsoever.
Well, I did not know that at all. I cannot wait to listen to it then. Interesting.
It'll be fun.
I'll let you know.
You know me too well.
It was a great year for movie soundtracks. I'm sure there's other examples of this as well, but these were the two that stood out to me. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack came out, and it was a collaboration with Metro Boomin, and I do like Metro Boomin, so I like that album a lot, and I do think that album's good. I sometimes prefer some of the songs from the first one, but I don't like. There's some. I think this album's also good when it comes to soundtracks.
I will say for that album, like the theme of was it Spider-Man 2099?
Mm-hmm.
How you just hear that sends anxiety up you. You know,
it's so good. I'm thinking about it now, and it's like, damn, that was so
I don't
good.
want to do it right into the mic, but you know what I'm talking about.
I wish I could also insert a clip here for our viewers to listen.
Maybe we will, or maybe we won't. If we won't, just look it up.
It's good, and
it's so good.
It's just so it's using its own language to be able to describe the characters, and I love it. And it was so good that it became a trend, and now it's like even used just like commonly. You know, what's it? What was it called? A canon event.
Yeah.
I just heard that so many times now, just not even related to anything pop culture, and I think it was because of the music and that like montage, like that sound. That trend.
It's just that one
note.
That like it's like just that one little sequence in that song. That's
I wish I could put a clip in. Anyway.
Oh, it's so good.
Another soundtrack was Barbie soundtrack, and that was like all you heard over the summer. It had Pink by Lizzo, Barbie World, Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj, Dua Lipa, Charlie XCX. Before that was pre-Brat too, right? Yeah.
Was it pre-Brat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Brat came out last year.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go.
So,
last year, I'm still trying to get used to 2025.
I know. Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For was on that album.
And it blew up.
Or on that soundtrack.
And it blew
up. I love that song. I think that's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. And yeah, beautiful soundtrack. But my album that I chose is Pink Pantheress, Heaven Knows.
Okay.
It's good. She's a great singer. I love her voice. I think she has such a unique voice that maybe I'm not doing this quite a justice, but she reminds me of like 2000s R&B singer. I just love her. It's just she has such an angelic and unique voice, and she's so catchy with keeping meanings and nuances in her lyrics. I think she's really good. She has such a unique style, and I take a shot every time I use the word unique. But I just love this album, and I think it's really good. Specific songs that I like. Another Life, True Romance. I'm pretty sure that one song with Ice Spice is on here too. Boy's a Liar. Maybe. I could be wrong. Me when I should know everything about this album if I'm recommending it to you. But she's a very, very good singer, and I think you will like her. Do you usually listen to like R&B or? No,
I've been meaning to get more into the genre, right?
Let's see what specific genre this is.
I have been really curious to listen to Pink Pantheress.
Bedroom pop. So
okay,
I think you'll like it.
All right. I have been really curious to get into Pink Pantheress though, so I'm excited that you recommended that to me.
Yeah, this kind of has like avant-garde music is what it's called, lo-fi, and it just has bedroom pop, and I think you'll like it. It's
Oh, anything you recommend, I'll like.
Because I'm so cool.
And that's what this podcast is, just two people recommending things.
Wait, what else do we have to say? Anything? Are we done?
I think that might be the wrap of the episode.
Oh, you know what we needed to do?
The generator.
Yeah.
The year generator. Put like a in here, you know? Yeah, the year generator.
Year generator. Moving on to our next year between...
Watch it be like 2022.
This is 1950 to 2024.
Okay.
Spin. We have... Come on now. 1970.
1970? Mm-hmm. Exactly 1970.
Exactly 1970.
You know what? I'll take it. Next episode will be 1970, y'all.
Okay, we'll do 1970. Well,
thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. We will be back. Every episode will be uploaded Thursdays at 4. However, the latest episode was not. But from now on, every episode will be uploaded Thursdays at 4, and I cannot wait to see you then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.